start streaming. Now we could get going. Alrighty, good morning everybody. Good morning, and I do apologize for that delay. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Let's take a look at some markets. Let's see what we're going through right now. Obviously, we had a lot going on in the markets this weekend with the U.S. bombing Iran and markets reacting to that. So taking a quick look at oil. Oil obviously gave us a crazy gap up. It closed on Friday around, what is it, $74 per barrel. It opened $78 a barrel. That alone from close to open, over a 5% move on oil. Since then, we have pulled back all the way. We've sold off over from the open. I believe that is over a $4 move on oil, which is a wild move. We have crazy volatility on oil today. We were running into some supply. What I want to point out on oil, guys, is we're in a major resistance area up here. This is a very strong point. Even if we extend it higher, I think we're supposed to extend it higher because it looks like it was created. Yeah, you see how it was created up here. We're going to keep an eye on that. Because you see how the drawings are all changed? Because at some point there was a contract rollover. At some point. Well, clearly there were a lot of contract rollovers, but at some point I missed one when it comes to adjusting our drawings. Alright, good morning everybody. Yo, good morning Kevin on YouTube, what's poppin'? Good morning Joel, Jack, Garrett, Ozzy, what's up Ozzy? Preacher, what's going on everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Alright, good morning.
Good.
What's up? Yeah, doing good man, good stuff. You guys all have a good weekend?
Yeah, good weekend, eh?
Yeah,
Long
good.
Weekend, so
Yeah, now it felt like
last week I was quiet, so that was good.
Good. Yeah, now it felt like a long weekend over here too, man. It was, oh my goodness. So even though we had this big pullback on oil, what I'm going to be looking at, guys, this is that resistance area. Check it out. We have 1, 2, we count this as 3 because it sort of double topped over here. 4 times we rejected this area. This is our major swing high here on oil on the daily and the weekly. So a lot of people are going to be expecting us to go bullish right now, so clearly they're not doing well going long into this. But what I would like to see myself is I would like to see, first off, again, we're going to adjust some key levels because they weren't adjusted yet. Previous day high, previous day lows we want to mark out. Previous day high, previous day low. As long as we could, so we're not above the previous day high anymore, but as long as we could remain above the previous day low, I might want to look for some type of support on oil. And that's sort of because this pre-market had such a big sell-off. I know a lot of people might be looking for shorts right now, but the overall pressure on oil because of the whole Middle East conflict is bullish sentiment. So I don't really want to be going against the actual sentiment. So we're going to take a look at, so we went from the daily, we'll go to the 6 hour, and what I'm looking for is any type of demand zone or anything of relevance. 4 hour, not seeing anything too clean right now. 2 hour, good morning everybody. Good morning, happy Monday. It is Monday, what is it, June 23rd. Don't forget guys, 80% off on Apex accounts. Use discount code Bullishbrs for whatever the best sale is. So definitely get to use that. It's like, you know what it is. I'm looking for, so I'll tell you guys what I'm looking for so you get an idea of how I'm plotting them out, right? And what I'm really looking for at the moment, oh yeah, let's mark out our open, no, we don't need to mark out our open price on oil. I was looking for a zone right in this middle part. But the issue with that is, yes, we had a big move from there, like we went from here to here, but this wasn't a real rally. This was a gap up because of the futures market closing and then opening again. So I wouldn't really mark this as a demand zone because it's not like volume came in and pushed us higher. This was a gap. This was the sentiment. This was no news. Well, this was news. So what we could look for is something over here now and see if there's anything in this general area. So let's see, so 90 minute, we'll go 45, just sort of going through the different time frames. I'm updating this one right here, this 30 minute, that's an old one, don't need it, we're going to update that, so now we have a new, this is a 45. Now this might be a zone actually. Earlier I said if we could stay above previous day low I would stay bullish, but that makes me think that that might be a lot that has to do with people's mindset, right? Now, a lot of other people might think the same thing, go, well, if we break previous day low, we got to continue lower. But now we have a level of support right there, and not only that, but we have our previous day low, which is what would flip people's mindsets to bearish. We have another pivot as well, so these pivots usually work as areas that could have some potential, well, obviously selling, but extra volume. Let's take a look at oil now on Bookmap, see if we got anything at those price levels. Oh yeah, Kevin, you got rain over there, rain over here too, man. Bad storm over here. It was crazy. I went to some of the stores, and they had like, some places had half power, some places had no power. Wild. So let's see, oil, I wanted to look for around 72, which is even further. Look at this, 72 even, 64 lots right there, and it's not just all one large lot, right? So that's a green flag for me, that this might be a pretty strong passive buyer if we can make our way down there. Now I'm looking back at the price action on oil, and I see the furthest back Bookmap will let me see right now. Let's see if it'll let me see more. We'll do 12 hour 20. 12 hour cloud, see if it loads. But for right now, I do see that we have better selling pressure. We're negative on the CVD, but we are starting, if we zoom in, we're starting to base out on the CVD here. It's not really gaining the best momentum, but clearly we have downside targets. So I wouldn't really look for any longs on oil right now. I'd really want to see if we come down towards that 72 mark. So I'm going to add some alerts. We'll add an alert on 73 as well. We could add an alert even higher at like 74. Let's say we do want to hold these price levels and push higher on oil. Again, I'm looking for more bullish moves on oil because of the market sentiment. If we were drawing trend lines, it would look something like that. We're creating higher highs. So again, bullish sentiment on oil. We can take a look at gold now and see what's going on with gold. There's another one that had a strong gap up because of the war uncertainty, but then moved back lower. Came down into this level of support. If we come into it again, this is where I'd like to take gold along 33.60. That was a pretty strong zone. 30 minute 45. Just looking for anything that has interest. So I see our volume profile. We didn't look at the volume profile on oil, and that's okay. Go back. If we wanted to, we'd probably see that it's just range bound, right? Oh no, this is gold. This is oil. Still, same thing, pretty range bound right now. So we're really going to have to be buying the lows, selling the highs. That's why we're looking to trade the range, not trade the break. So back to gold. We could delete this zone on gold. Oh, this zone is really for up here. We'll keep that zone for now because this was a good area of support, and then it was resistance. And the reason it was lower is because of the contracts rollover. Yo, Kevin, good luck with the church, man. He said in YouTube his church was struck by lightning, but thankfully everybody's alright. He said they're just trying to fix the sound system so it sounds like everybody's okay. Let's see. So gold right here, we do have a bit of a 45-minute demand. And if we're looking at gold, we do know we want to be bullish because of the war uncertainty. And we're pretty range bound as well. Like very range bound. If we throw our volume profile up over here, extremely range bound. So it's a very tough price action. We wouldn't want to be buying in the middle of the range over here. So between 33.80 and like 33 and like 3400, I would say. So this 20-point range would not look to buy or sell gold. I'd look to already be in a trade. So if we could buy below that range and us trade back higher, that would be great. Or if we could trade back higher from here and I find maybe this pivot right here to short. Now we have a lower time frame pivot. And what I could do now is see our volume profiles all the way back here. We could adjust it and bring it to just today and see, okay, well, look at this. We have a liquidity sweep, so this would be buy side liquidity. And once we sweep that, if I extend it out to the right, it has low volume right there. So whenever we have low volume, hold up, let's see, trading view, oil, all right. I'm not in anything right now. Let's see. Oil found some buying at this big bid right there. That's pretty clean. Oh, it's soaring. It's gonna go. gonna go all the way. Oh, let's pull up. Let's pull up Market AI. Man, when I tell you guys I had a long weekend, I think I'm underplaying it. Let's see. Oh, and then I'm gonna have a long week too. Little FYI for my guys. I'll wait till they're in here. But here's a little Market AI for us. So let's check out oil. Market AI generating analysis. Alright, so let's see. Crude oil price hovers above 75, but that's not the case anymore. But that's sort of their range they're giving it, the value they're giving it, 75. They have factors, escalation of geopolitical tension in the Middle East, including Israel strikes on Iran nuclear sites, blah, blah, blah. Potential closure of Strait of Hormuz. This would be huge, guys. If they close the Strait of Hormuz, which they're working on, that would be major. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the headlines up. Well, I'll keep the headlines up on another screen for us. Whenever something major comes out, I'm going to see it and I'll let you guys know. I'll be like, yo, guys, I'll pull it over and I'll show you. Because what's great with this is it gives us strong headlines and fast headlines. So if it gives us a good headline, we can hit the little brain icon and it actually gives us a little AI generated summary of what this could mean. So like this could mean this for Turkey or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to keep that on the other screen. Let's put Discord up here. Running out of monitors now. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Good morning, good morning. Let's see. This is oil right now, guys. So this is oil. No really low volume nodes. I guess 7380. Right over here, 7380. We can take a look at this. The 5 minute. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely 7380. Right there. If we could pull back to that zone on oil and find some buying pressure, I would take some oil long positions. And maybe let's see if we get back to VWAP. Let's add an alert. I'll be ready for that one. Because we got some look at this volume picking up on this candle. Look at this momentum we have. We could check our footprint chart too. That'll show us some good volume picking up right here. Look at that volume. Point of control moving higher with price. That's great. Definitely going to be taking this trade. As for my stop loss though, let's see, what is that right now? 73.80. That's 73.70. Entry 73.82. Let's go a drop lower on the entry and a drop and keep the stop the same. So 73.71. Okay. 73.81. So about a 10-point stop loss, 10-tick stop loss on oil if this trade executes right there. Okay. Alright, so I put a limit order out there to get filled for that trade. This would be a pretty light entry if we do get this pullback. Let's go back to gold now, see what gold's given us. I want to add an alert back down here in this demand zone. I do see we already held it. So what I might look for at this point is if we could come back into this 5-minute order block that we created. We'll do the box, we'll mark it out, we'll drag this up. And this could also be a long entry on gold because we broke previous day high as well. And, well, actually, let's mark out that previous day high, previous day low, because we got to update it. But also, again, with war tensions, gold is sort of a safe haven. So 73.80, if we could pull back towards 73.80 on oil, I will be in an oil contract along. Gold, if we could pull back towards like 73.74, take a look at gold on Bookmap, see if that lines up with anything. 73.74, we do have some low volume below that, so again, if we could dip into that low volume area, find some support and move higher. We already have, so the question is, do we get a retest? Take a look at the ES and NASDAQ now as well. See what's going on with them. They're going to be hard. I was going to say they're going to be a bit harder to trade today, but we'll see. So let's see. Our open price today is all the way down here. So we opened with a gap down, but we're on a green daily candle right now. For now. Previous day low was taken out. Previous day high was not. But previous day high can be a target depending on the momentum we have when the market's open, right? That's equities, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, things of that nature. Alright, let's see. So NASDAQ, we have a previous day high, previous day low. We can mark out our 4 hour. US for the strikes. Let's see, 4 hour, pivot high, pivot low. Not much going on the 4 hour. This is a major area that the NASDAQ's really been respecting over the past few days now. The 22,000 and like 95. Guys, let's take a look at oil. Looks like oil is giving us a bit of a pullback here with 2 minutes left on this 5 minute. I have my entry down there, so we will see. Pull up oil on Bookmap. Okay, it's close. Let's see. Okay, I think it filled me. It filled me long. Whoa! No way! Get out of here. Get the hell out of here, guys. That's nuts. That was like, that's crazy. I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to take this with 1 or 2. I think I'm gonna get out from on that impulse move. That was nuts. I don't know if I want to hold. I'm only in 1 contract now. Now I'll hold it to that next pivot. That was wild. See if we want to head towards 74.70. That was a crazy, crazy reaction right there. Come on, oil. That was wild. Ooh. It's close, man. It's close. It's messing around. You know what I've been seeing lately as a new like, what's it called? Dude, I'm so fried right now. It's such a long weekend. FAFO, F around and find out. I've been seeing that online a lot lately as an abbreviation. That's the word. Wow. I like that we held bullish there. I really want to see a stronger reaction. Let's see if that had anything to do. Boom, boom. 1 minute ago, U.S. assesses high risk of Iranian retaliation against U.S. forces soon. U.S. will be pursuing diplomatic resolution. Oh, that's interesting. We'll see. I'm still holding this long. Gold didn't give us an entry. Did ES and NQ react to that? No. Market's open in 20 minutes. I'm going to hold this oil trade, guys. I want to target at least. Right now, might take profit 74.93. It's like the pivot high up here. But 74.70 would be a pretty good target, so. Right over here. All depends on the momentum we get going into that zone. If we get great momentum and they pull those orders, then guess what? I'm going to hold this to that pivot, to VWAP. That's what I was looking for, VWAP and this pivot. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's see. Trading oil on days like today, you gotta be so careful, guys. Obviously, you see the volatility that just came in on this long position. Imagine you took a short position over here, and it would blow through your stop loss. That is how these markets are moving right now. Point of control is still moving higher. Volume's still moving higher with price, so I'm not stopping out of this long position yet. Nice. There we go. Oil. Give me some volatility. Give me some sugar. Do 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 do. Oh, oil. Come on, one more pop. I'm worried it doesn't have much support under it. I'm gonna probably dip out of this. Let's see. Another news headline came in. What's that say? I'm still in it. I'll let you guys know if I get out. Iran is heavily involved in Russia's fight against Ukraine. I'm going to... I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this long anymore with the big asks stepping up and not much support under us. Like, below us over here. Just want to take profit here. Let's see. But I like that the volume's still moving higher, too, though. But, yeah, look at that. They're trying. We'll see. My stop loss, I'm going to move to like right below, like a couple ticks, so it's really a small stop loss there. Because if I'm not going to take profit here, I'll at least move my stop loss up a little bit here. Okay, Iranian foreign minister says he had a good meeting with Putin and discussed in detail development of situation in Middle East. I'm going to get out of this. I'm not trusting all these news articles coming out right now. So guys, I'm cutting the long trade on oil right here. Still a pretty clean trade. I think from original entry and original stop loss, that's still a good 3-to-1, 4-to-1. No, it was almost a 5-to-1, so that was good. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it. Let's see. Gold. Not getting too volatile. Let's go back to the ES and NQ, see what's going on with that. We might squeeze here on oil and pop higher, but I'm having a tough time trusting it at the moment. If we get that pop on oil, I'll look for a retest. I'll look for a new entry. US stocks. Alright, let's see. Gold. And depending how ES and NQ trade, it's going to depend on also if I'm going to trade gold or oil. We'll most likely be trading oil today with the volatility it's seeing. Getting a little volume pressure here, but I don't like that the sellers keep trying to step in, so I wouldn't re-enter oil up here. My exit was 74.23. My entry was 74.83. So 83 to 23 is 40 ticks on oil. And I had a 10-tick stop loss, so 4-to-1. Yo, good day, Fairchild. Good morning, good morning. Let's see. Let me get Discord up on here, too. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, could you hear me? Jack, could you hear me now? You in here? He's muted. Your headset is muted. So I'm out of oil. That was a nice little scalp right there in the morning. Let's see. And again, I said it could probably spike higher again. Look at the CVDs trying to spike higher. At this point, I would maybe take it. Yeah, I was gonna say at this point, I'd maybe take it like here. Stop loss there if we could start moving up again. Let's see. Because if we squeeze here, we're going to see a lot of volatility. And if we fail here, then why not just a very small move? Let's see. I'm watching, though, these sellers up here. Look at this 74.35. About 75% of that order is one seller. So if they pull that right before we get there, I'm going to take this long on oil again, re-entry. If not, no trade. Okay, some asks are getting, some bids are getting filled down here. They're coming in and getting filled. $74.29 is essentially where I'd like to enter. I guess I should move that up a tick, because if we start flying, Did not fill me. I'm gonna cancel it out in case it rejects this seller right there. But oil does look better for the upside right now. We were in these longs, got out over here because we saw one sign of weakness, and then the second sign of weakness was we were sort of starting to not trade sideways, but have a difficult. There it is. All right, let's see. Did we get our retest? 74.30 entry. Now 74.35 was the support level. So I might look for 74. Let's see. But I also want to see if we get towards. I have 30 as an entry, but I think 35 will be support. Damn, there we go. Starting to pull that support. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jack. Could you hear me all right? Let's see, guys. Let's see this 35 area. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Scooby Dooby Doo. It's gonna get you. Let's see. Yeah, that was pretty clean. I had this set up before the candle started moving. We'll see if it continues. I wanted to see possibly 30 as a re-entry. Right now, volume still moving higher with price. But before we were up here and we started to move lower. So let's see. So there's that 30 again. It's 29. There's 30. There's 26. There's a dip. Let's see. Our objective in Iran is not regime change, but that may be byproduct. Let's see. Looking for any articles that may influence oil. Like, you know, all of them at this point. Market's open in 10 minutes, guys. I'm not taking this long. Got some sellers stepping in there for the moment. That's why, remember I said last time we were up here, found some selling, so I didn't want to go long chasing those highs. So we're going to wait at the moment and see what's going on. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, I wonder if we come back towards 73.80. This was a really good zone. Really good spot. NATO, let's see. We still believe there is an irreversible path for Ukraine to NATO. Let's see. So oil just gave us a little bit of volatility there. Got to be careful. Again, real careful when trading something like oil, especially in this type of volatility. Point of control still moving higher. We got this move lower, but it didn't really have much volume with it. If we could, by chance, come back towards 73.81, I'd take 73.81 stop loss 73.71 again. Because look, this 80 right here is still a low volume node. We didn't really hit that. We hit 85, I think. Now, where'd I get entered? Let's see, that original entry was 83. So now I'm looking for 81. Okay, here we go. A little something. Italy. We have already taken care of securing Italy's energy supplies following Israel-Iran crisis. That's good. Let's see, 73.80. I want to see a quick move down to 73.80. And we'll take the same entry. 2 trades. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to see some new faces in here. Just want to say hello, good morning, and welcome to the Bullishbrs community. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys are ready to learn. If you guys got any questions, please let me know. If you want me to cover anything, how I find my supply and demand zones, what price levels I'm looking at, let me know. Usually we're just sort of live streaming. I'm taking some live trades with you guys, explaining my thought process of those trades. And yeah. Israel's government spokesperson said the war will end when Israel's objective related to Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs are met. Okay. I wouldn't really consider that as a big news. I feel like we understood that. I feel like we got that message loud and clear. Alright, let's see. Gold's still making its way higher. We did not get our re-entry there. It tried to, and then it pulled back. So we'll be waiting on oil, see if oil wants to give us another setup. We'll most likely not be trading ES and NQ today, depending on where we open in regards to this blue rectangle right here on NASDAQ. That's on the 15-minute. We're going to do the same one here on ES. This is our recent, we'll call it an order block area, because it's not it's sort of a supply zone, but the move wasn't crazy. It's 20 points on ES. 9, it was okay. But if we stay below it, I'll stay bearish. If we get back above it, then I'll look to use it as support, like a breaker block. Alright, oil's getting near our entry, possibly. I'm looking for 80. I'm looking for oil to dip to 80. There's 82. It says it wicked my entry, so I'm going to... Wow, it's going to already run away. I'm going to drag my entry up a bit to 89 now, since it wants to give me that fast of a reaction. No way. Oil's funny today, man. There we go, there we go. Filled just one contract again. Stop loss is going to be at 73. So I'm backing along on oil. Entries now back. Here, we'll put this one over here. This was our first trade. We'll paste it. This is now our newer trade. Bit of a wider stop loss on it. Hey, what's going on, Sanchit? Sanchit with C-H-I-T, just to make it clear. So just not nuclear, but ballistic as well. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos on Bookmap, though. Somebody was asking how I use Bookmap. So I got a bunch of videos on Bookmap. If you want to find the link to that, I have a whole playlist on them. And I'll send that on over. For sure, for sure. Let's see. So watching this oil long here. Gonna look to target 74.60 area. Let me get that link for Sam. Let's go YouTube. I'm pretty sure if you just look up Bookmap, I'm pretty sure my video comes up. We'll see. I'm talking a big game, watch it not come up. Nah, the shorts I always come up though. Watch me not come up. There I am. No, that's not me. Bookmap playlist. If you look up a specific video, I come up. Like how to use this on Bookmap, how to use that on Bookmap. Bookmap playlist, first one. I'm going to get that link for you. Nice oil moving in our direction, love to see it. There is that how to use Bookmap link. Nice oil. I know, right? That's right. Now, you know what's funny is if you mention something out loud, your phone will listen to you and then it'll give you the commercial. But if you want to prove something to somebody, your phone will listen to you and make sure you look like a liar. There we go, building some support under us on oil here. I like that. Targeting 74.60 for 60 ticks here on oil. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing good today. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hope you all had a great weekend. Making some money this morning on oil. We took one trade right here for a little 4 to 1, 4.7 to 1. No, it was a 4 to 1. It was a 10-point stop loss. I ended up getting out at 0.40. And now we're back in this one, trying to look to target 74.60. We got to see if we could hold this 74 even, though. Want to see this point of control continue higher along with price. So I want to see volume move higher with price, as we're sort of starting to see right now. But I really want to see that follow through. Good morning, Gene. What's going on, man? Good morning, Kev. What's up? What's up? Hope you're all doing well today. Hope you all had a great weekend. Dan, Fred, Charlie, what's going on, guys? Good morning. What's up? What's up? Gene said, can you... So the stocks that I look at, there are only 4 that I personally trade, Gene, and that's the ES, which is the S&P 500. Let's see, ES, which is S&P 500. That's the futures for the S&P 500. The NQ, which is the NASDAQ. Ooh, oil with some pullbacks right here. NQ, NASDAQ. I'll type this out and not look at oil and it'll hold, right? I think that's how it works. GC, which is gold. And CL, which is oil. Crude oil, I'll be specific. Crude oil. And now, as for stocks, now those are the futures I trade, but I also keep an eye on equities, as you guys see and hear me mention all the time. Equities are very important to watch when we're trading futures, especially the ES and NQ. Markets open in a minute, by the way, guys. So I watch, for those charts, I watch Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, and Amazon. And those are the equities that I watch that help me get direction on ES and NQ. So if I'm trading oil, I don't really care what the equities are doing. If I'm trading ES and NQ, then I want to make sure that my equities are also trend trading in that same direction. And same with if I was trading equities, I would be watching the ES and NQ and make sure I'm trading my equities in the same direction. Alright guys, oil's going to give us a pop right here. 15 seconds left. It's popping somewhere. Guys, we're either going up or we're going down.
Yeah. Good morning.
There he is. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, Morzidi?
Oh, not too much here. Just, I wasn't really going to do much trading today, given all the chaos over the weekend. But, and I actually did try to do a paper trade this morning on something. I forgot what it was. I think it was, I don't know. Anyway, the margins were just on Trade-Evate were skyrocket. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they were. I don't know what the margins were. It didn't tell me that. It just said no dice on the order. I'm like, okay.
Gotcha. All right, oil. That was oil. Just psyched me out there. It said I'll give you a pop. Psych. Now let's see. Want to see some follow through here. Want to see this point of control continue higher too. Sort of based out over here, trying to hold. Want to see volume and price move higher. That's not it. It's not it, Chief. I'm still in this. My stop loss is at 73.73. Entry is 73.89. Marzity, how was your weekend?
Worked Saturday on our new room, and but we've also worked Friday and Saturday and Thursday afternoon and everything. Come Sunday, I was wore out. I said,
Hmm.
no.
Nice. Markets are open, guys. ESNQ markets are opened right here. I'm still in this oil trade. I will stay in this oil trade, but we can look at ES and NQ if you guys would like. We did reject that zone that I mentioned, by the way, on NASDAQ right here, so we will see. Oil is trying to continue in our direction, just really need to see volume. And look how close point of control is going to move right here. 283 and 249. Well, I want this 249 to get higher than 283, or this 149 to get higher than that 283. So let's see if we get some volume. Right now there is a passive ask that just formed up here. Pretty strong. We'll see if they want to hold. Yes, sir. I was going to say that right now. I was waiting for you to come in before I told everybody. Guys, for tomorrow and Wednesday, I got to take care of my mom's got some surgery she got to take care of. So Marzity and I think Random will also be joining him are nice enough to help cover. So that will be for the Discord members. YouTube guys, I will not see you guys for a few days, probably till Friday. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you Friday. But yeah, Marzity, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. The community appreciates you, and yeah, always good to keep it going.
Can do, can do.
Good luck to you, Mom. Hope you get well soon.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yep. Hopefully everything goes the way it should. There we go. Point of control moving higher, and even this 269 now at 74.12 is almost higher than this 283 we had down here. Very close. There we go. Volume picking up. There it is. There we go. Oil. Come on, give us some follow through here. Minute 30 left here. I'm nervous on oil because of the issue to have follow through this morning. But again, this is the first 5 minute of market open. But that doesn't really have the biggest impact on things like oil and gold. So we do have to just sort of wait and see how it wants to play out. It's having trouble. It's getting the reactions I'm looking for, but it's having trouble holding higher. Gold's continuing higher, no problem, of course. We have our weighted indexes moving lower, below previous session's low. NASDAQ just broke a previous low as well, a pre-market low right here. There we go, oil starting to hold. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ's got a little room to go till 21,750. About 10 more points on that. But let's see. We do have some divergence. ES has not taken out that pre-market low. Plus, nope, that demand zone was broken. So my issue, guys, with trading ES and NQ today is mainly because we broke a lot of these demand zones again. And not just broke them, but we broke them because we had crazy gaps lower. And when we have those gaps lower, it's hard to really gauge if we broke them because of volume or not, because we didn't break them with volume. Check out oil, guys. There we go.
Close it there. Close it there.
What, oil?
Yeah, that's well, it could run maybe a little bit more. I just took profit on that, but that is the mean of the linear regression line.
Ooh.
It's going to down. See.
Ooh. That's right. It's testing me. I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
Nah, I wanted 74.60. See if we get some volatility to get up there. 74.40 might also be a good possible target. Yeah, I suppose we could play it safe on oil and try to get it out up here. Oh. Come on, oil, what you want to do?
All right, next target I've got up on oil, 74.
I'm gonna get out here.
I see your 74.50-ish.
I'm
I
out.
see a fair value gap. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's too wicky, it's too volatile right now. It's too inconsistent at the moment. I do think it's going to continue. It had good buying pressure. I had great entries. It gave me the same entry twice for just phenomenal trades. But at this point, what I was looking at earlier was on the wick chart, on the candlestick chart, on the 5 minute, we have all these upper wicks every time price moved above 74.28. So I don't want to go long into this zone. So I definitely don't want to hold along into this zone. And because I already started seeing a little bit of volatility and rejection, I said, nope, gotta just cut it there. Marziti, great eye. Great eyes all around. Good eye. Good stuff. Great exit. Whew. Yo, I gotta have 74.27. That was close. Alright, here we go. Trump says, everyone keep oil prices down. I'm watching. Oh, guys, be careful. He's watching. Guys, buy. Buy it. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Good morning. Thank you, Ozzy. Appreciate you always, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys are like family here, Bullish Bears. That's what community is all about. There we go, man. Oil, dude. Alright, there's that low volume node, that 80. So if we start to hold... No, I'm just kidding. No way I'm taking another oil trade. Would it be the worst thing? Yeah. See, maybe. We'll see how we react to this ask right here. If it stays bearish, no trade. Damn, dude, what an exit. I gotta show you guys, this is funny. Two for two today. Probably gonna end it there too. First look at this entry. 23.83. It hit a low of like 23.82. And then exit up here. It was a pretty nice trade. 24.23. So it's at 40 points, 40 ticks. And then this one too. I didn't get my lower entry, but as soon as it started moving, I tried to get that fill. And then, dude, the exit was so close, dude. That would have stunk. Just gotta read the market, understand the news, the catalysts behind it, everything. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Gold continuing higher. ES and NQ, we could take a look at those. Ooh, moving into their resistance zones. Let's see. Now ES has a pretty big seller at 60.35. We got some passive sellers up here. Jim, are you in voice chat at the moment? Lord, He's not. I'll message him back later. Trump is watching bigly and beautifully. I know, right? That's really funny. We were in oil longs and then Trump said that. He's watching our stream, guys. Chat, he's watching our stream. Trump is in here, chat. He's inversing us. No, so Lil AR, that's a good question. So oil goes down, ES goes up? No, not exactly, right? So oil markets have nothing to do with the stock markets, right? So if oil markets are going through something wild, like right now we have the volatility going on because of the extra uncertainty in the economy, because of not even just that, when I say uncertainty in the economy, it usually refers to economic events. Oil has issues, and globally, not economically, globally, there's wars going on. There's wars escalating right now. And it's all surrounding, at the moment, the Middle East. Therefore, it's going to have a huge impact on oil, which will have a big impact on the U.S.'s relationship with China. China gets 40% of its... what is it? China gets 40% of its oil imports from Iran?
60% of Iran's output goes to China.
Right.
I don't know how much of that accounts for China's import. But
Okay.
we know that Iraq is biggest customer is China.
Oh, check this out. NATO says U.S. strikes on Iran were not in violation of international law. Shares of U.S. defense contracts rise. I wish it would give you, let's see, like some stocks to choose from. That's a good idea. Should I tell him that? Like have him pick a sector down here? No, I'm gonna annoy him with the feedback I've been giving him. Damn, man, oil just, it changed its mind. ES and NQ. I want to see if ES can move higher towards that 35 area. Look at this, guys. They pulled these orders. So these orders that were passively sellers, they are no longer there anymore on ES. So we could have some room up higher. China can. All right, let's see. But yeah, no, oil and ES have nothing to do with each other market-wise. They could both go higher at the same time. They could both go lower at the same time. They could inverse each other perfectly. Look at this, guys. Markets are getting light on the orders here. It's 9:43. It's not really a time for news or anything, but maybe something's cooking up right now. Who's letting Trump cook? Get him out of the kitchen. Existing home sales in 10 minutes. That'll have a bit of an impact, so make sure you're out of any trades. S&P Global Composite PMI is 945. Usually doesn't have the biggest of impacts. I have ES 60, 36, 60. Well, look at this, guys. Don't say I wouldn't be in any trades right now. Markets have pulled like all the orders off the book on ES. This is crazy right here. Also, I noticed I'm using ES Arithmetic and not ES Trade Map Lite. But they're getting ready for a move. We have 38 seconds left till that composite PMI comes in. That's the flash PMI. That's S&P flash PMI is only 80% of the surveys, but it gives us a little bit of insight into how the final PMI comes in. And that comes out on the first business day of the month. So that'll come out next month. But right now we're going to get the flash, which will give us some insight to how that next one should come out. So let's see how it reacts. Let's see where we're at. We rejected that resistance zone on NASDAQ, and we're in it right now on ES. Off of that, I would want to see us move lower, but if we get a bullish move off of this zone right here in 2 seconds, I'm going to use this zone as support. So either way, I have my trade set up. Sellers are holding it. Be careful. I'm not in anything right now. I want to see how we react. Not giving us the strongest of reactions. But right now, I'm 2 for 2 on oil. I don't want to be taking another one. Not without confidence. Right now, I do like this on ES and NQ. Get Platinum on out of here. Get on out of here, Platinum. What are you doing in here? I like this rejection here. I do think we want to hold to the downside. First minute already passed. Really not seeing much buying pressure. I want to check the footprint right here. Footprint's lower. I'd consider a short, but we'd have to see. struggling a bit. This is a setup I'd be looking to take right now. I like weighted index is trying to move lower. We do have some resistance above head. Let's see. If we start to reject here on ES, I would take this short. But we'd really need to start to reject lower, like at this point right here. Let's see. U.S. business activity moderates, price pressures build up. Alright, we'll wait. We'll see how we react through this zone. If we could blast through this zone, again, like I said, this will be a flip scenario, right? Where I look for longs testing this zone, but we really need to break above about 38 first. So I don't have any trade right now until we get to 38. Right now, we're hitting this strong passive seller. So I want to see maybe we want to react to the zone, but they pulled a lot of these orders already. Same song and dance, right? They pull the orders when price gets close, we blast right through. Oil, man, oil. Gold. Whew. There we go, yes, with some strength. Good stuff. Glad we didn't take it short. We were waiting, we were patient. That's why we want to take setups that we could wait for some type of trigger or something to say, hey, here's a little bit of a probability. Here's the market giving you some type of clue. We had an imbalance of buying up here on ES, which is interesting. So I do want to see us blast through this. Then I'll use 60-65 as my 60-35 as my re-entry. Like on my retest, I should say. And that's if we could stay above it now. Hey, good morning, Kavitha, Jenya, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Happy Monday. There we go, buying pressure looking good. VIX pushing lower. Weighted index pushing higher off of a low. We're looking good on the longs right there. Oil looks like it's trying to hold this support zone too. We could take a quick look. Nah. I like what ES is doing right now. VIX pushing lower, weighted index pushing higher. A lot of people probably trapped to the downside, seeing a rejection from that other candle right there. So I want to see, if we have 40 seconds left, I want to see us break above this zone completely. If we don't, I really want to see how we close. Whenever someone does something. How do you turn the Discord noises off? That's a good question. I should try to figure that out too. But I know I only get, you know what it is? I keep mine are I think for messages only. So if somebody messages something in the main chat or the live stream chat, it'll go doo-doo. I'll be able to check it. But all right, here's how we closed. We closed pretty bullish. Let's check now our volume profile for a second. Yeah, 34 looks pretty solid. Let's see. If we get towards 33.25 and hold, I would take this long. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. There's 35. There it is again. Get a little below it. Get low. Let's see, 33. I want to see how we react to that 33 bid right there. Alright, we're starting to hold. I did not get my entry at 35. Let's see. I'll let you guys know if I do get filled anywhere. That's what she said. Let me let me see. All right, there's that buying pressure. I did miss that 35 fill. It hit 34 and held. I was really looking to see if this bid would get filled at 33, but I should have trusted myself on that 35 fill. We'll see. No, I just realized I didn't do a post this morning. That's okay. I did a video this morning instead. Same difference. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna move my entry down toward... no way. No way I move my entry and it does the same thing on me again. I don't deserve that entry anymore. That is funny, man. That is really funny. Buying pressure looks good here. Equities look okay to the upside. Looks alright. Weighted index is struggling a little bit, but it looks good to the upside. It is 9:52. Don't forget, guys, we have pending home sales at 10 o'clock today. I think Charlie just sent that too, right? Yep, existing home sales. So that is very important. Should be out of any trades and expect some increased volatility. Oh man, ES just proving me right on that 35 entry long. Too bad I'm not in it. Rip. Mirza, do you in anything? Oh, he muted himself. He's gone. Greggy, Marcel, what's going on, guys? Desi, Dan, what's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Any trades taken today? What's going on? Damn, yes. Yup, it wants those highs. We'll see, we'll see. There's ES with buying pressure. Good big buy bubbles right there. Minute left on this. 35 would have been the pullback, so we'll wait now. Wait and see how markets want to further develop. See what pullback entry they want to give us. Again, 5 minutes till we have some news. Trump comments, sell off oil. Yeah, I suppose so, right? Trump commented on oil, and then we had that reaction. Everyone, this is what he said right here. Let's screenshot that. Great point. Great point. He commented on oil, and we literally reversed from there. Bear with me, I had a long weekend. Dude, how am I even gonna screenshot this? I don't even know. Okay. But yeah, those headlines, they move markets, guys. They do move markets. It's crazy. Alright. Alright. Gold flying high, 3,400 on gold right there. Look at the price action on gold the past few trading days. Pin bar, 4 days in a row right now. Very poor price action. Gold is not giving any A+ setups at the moment. We had this one down there, but we missed the entry on that. Oil, I'm glad we got out of these longs on oil where we did, because we saw that headline came in. Alright, let's keep an eye on ES and NQ now, see if they want to give us an entry. ES hitting a pretty strong bid right there. I'm gonna try one contract on ES. Stop loss is like real close. Stop loss is at 35.5. I'm trying one contract right here. Looking for this bid to hold. That's why the stop loss is so close. Because if it does stop me out, I might actually look for a re-entry depending on market structure. Stop loss 35.75. Entries 37. Where's my entry? 37. So I'm now in this. There we go, nice reaction. Oh, and we want to be out of this because we got news coming up. So you know what? I'm right out of it right now. It gave me a quick 2.5 points. I'll take it for what it is. Take a quick little scalp. I'm not looking to hold it to any news. That's alright, we traded that alright. Do think it'll continue higher, but we don't want to trade into economic news like that. 3 for 3 on the day, guys. Good job, everybody. Just taking it slow, taking it easy, cool, calm, and collective, waiting for our setups, being patient, listening to the market, listening to sentiment. Man, ever since I started listening and making these posts, so you guys see all the time I post on Instagram now, like every day I try to post, what just happened? Every day I post something, whether I'm collabing with Benzinga or now I'm collabing with Market AI. I'm making posts and putting these posts together covering, articles, covering breakdowns, covering global markets, covering things that actually have a big influence other than people that use ICT concepts, support and resistance. All trading strategies work, but when you use market sentiment along with your strategy, it gives you the advantage to say, okay, well, my strategy says I should be bullish now, but market sentiment tells me I shouldn't be bullish, I should be bearish. Well, then that's a conflict of direction, and we don't want to take that trade then. Once we have our direction lining up with our bias, with the global economic outlook on it too, that's when things start to play off. Damn, there we go, ES. There it is, Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh wow. That's fine, I'm cool with my little scalp. I ain't stressing. Told you guys, VIX is moving lower too. Weighted index has been trying to move higher. It's been failing to sell off. We're at a key level though on NASDAQ. We're hitting a new high a day on ES, so we don't want to take longs up here because a lot of people are going to be chasing these highs. We might see a pullback. See that rejection right there to the key level? That rejection to all the ask, everything, just gotta be careful. Don't buy the highs. Let's see, trade policy only likely to have minimal impact on inflation. Data not showing much impact from trade policy shifts. Government policy changes should lower inflation risk. Tariffs likely to have small impact on inflation. Yeah, okay. Right, because it's not going to make everything more expensive. Current Middle East strife could pressure commodity prices, which is gold. So let's see. U.S. May existing home sales, 4.03 million units versus April's 4.00. I wonder if that's the same as TradingView gives us. Nice. Nice. What? I guess we'll never know. Oh boy. Alrighty then. If anybody's got their trading view open, you're able to check that. Grab a screenshot, let me know. There we go, ES. So it gave us that big push. People went long up there, they got stopped out, then we continued in their direction again. That's why we don't want to trade with FOMO, we want to trade with rationale. We want to be rationale. Damn, man. That was a crazy, crazy entry we had down there on ES 60.37. 60.37. I got out for 2 points at 60.39.75, almost 3 points. I'll take the small wins right now. 3 for 3 on the day. We wanted to be patient, and I never, ever, ever, ever hold into any type of news or data event, and that's not going to change just because I'm already in a trade. If anything, that's the whole reason for that trade rule, is so that I'm not in a trade when it happens. For the strikes. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm definitely surprised with myself on the accuracy today with the trades, especially because, like I said earlier, right, I'm not at 100%. Had a long weekend. As traders, as humans, whether we're traders, whether we're doctors, whether we're lawyers, whether we're janitors, if we don't feel well, if you don't feel well, whatever you do, you usually don't go to work. So if you don't feel well, why would you force yourself to trade? What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys were able to take some nice trades. So because of that, guys, right, I sized down today. So even though I sized down, I still had a very green day because I was able to still follow my rules, size down, and stay consistent. Nice buying pressure here. And guys, don't forget, another little heads up, just an FYI, tomorrow and Wednesday, I will not be in class, but I will not be here. Marzity's going to cover. I have to take care of my mom's got some surgeries to take care of. She'll be alright, but he's going to cover for Tuesday and possibly Wednesday. And yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Random will maybe hop in as well. We will see. Get you guys a good stream going for those 2 days. VIX moving lower, new low of day on VIX, while ES continuing to make new high of day. So guys, that's also another way to validate a trend, is if VIX is making new low of day, while ES is making new high of day, that validates the trend because they're both confluent with each other. ES is just going to keep running, man. That's beautiful. Damn, man. We really reversed when they said that about oil. Where'd that go? Where did he say that? When did he say that? 35, he said that? That's wild. That's really crazy. He said 2 comments on oil that really gave us an impact. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. Very, very interesting. Yes, and NQ, new high a day, new high a day, bam, bam, bam. Alright, new possible pullback entry would be about 60.50. 60.50. Is Terry in here? No, I don't think so. Jeremy will hop on sometimes. He's around. He's doing a lot of his own thing with Tuttle, though. But that's awesome. Always happy to see people forward themselves. You know what I'm saying? Forward themselves in their career. This is something he was really looking forward to do. Something he wanted to do. I'm proud of Jeremy for doing what he's doing. What do they mean two sides? Which two sides? Be a little more specific. Just two sides, guys. Oh, maybe these two sides? There we go. Let's see. See, it's not even the rundown's like, I don't know. Like, this one says China and India, so maybe it's referring to those two as well. So, like, see some impacts, right? Some headlines, they aren't going to have impacts on the market. But some of them do, so it's important to have it up regardless. And it's also important to stay educated on the matter, right? Stay educated on the whole situation, on the economy, on the world. It's important just to know. 60-50 possible pullback, ES. GC is in what market? GC is gold futures. That's gold. Yeah, see, I see what you're saying. Who mentioned Discord before? Because it's making a lot of doo-doo, and I don't even see any chats. What? Oh, it was you guys. Okay, never mind. ES for a short. No ES shorts. 60, what did you say though? 60, 65? Nah, no shorts off of this buying pressure right now. Even though we have some passive sellers, that doesn't mean we take it short. That only matters if it lines up in a zone or not, or if it lines up with our directional bias, right? And right now, we see on the 5-minute chart, since market opened, we've had a majority of green 5-minute candles. So we want to trade with that direction. Absolutely. Yo, you got it, Oz. You got it. Okay, here we go. UN fact-finding mission on Iran. Some of Israel's attacks on Iran appear to have been carried out in violation of international humanitarian law. That's pretty big, we'll see. But again, is it something that will impact the ES and NQ markets? Probably not. But it's something to be aware of because of what's going on globally right now. Alright, let's see. 60-50 right here. If we start to hold for a second, I'm taking it. Alright, we're taking it. 60-50-25 is where I got filled. My stop loss is going to be 47.25. Let's see. No, stop loss is going to be 47.75. We might fail, and that's okay. Looking to just ride the momentum higher if the momentum wants to continue. If the momentum fails, then I'm just right on out of the trade. Very small loss. VIX did start moving back higher, which is a bearish sentiment, so we could be a little careful on that fact. Let's see. And the weighted index started to pull back as well. There we go, a little bit of selling pressure, nothing crazy. Nothing I'm going to stop out over yet. My stop loss is at 47.75. So it's 2 points away. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. That's okay. Looks like it might. That's alright. Stopped me out. That's okay. Now we wait. See if we get a better setup somewhere. I do see we do have some low volume sitting over here. Right over there. 44 to 41. Very low volume. 44. It's about 41. Low volume shelf right there. See if we could snag that trade. $41, $44. Alright, had a bit of a stop hunt there. This big bid is holding. Let's check our point of control, our volume. Sort of stagnant right now, so I'm going to wait. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this 5 minute. I'm just going to wait. We're hitting an area that was support, like it was resistance. We were above it, then it was support, then now we're below it. Might be resistance again. But let's wait, because we ran through this area a couple of times. 60-50 area, very strong point right now. I'd like to see 60, 44, 50 get hit, but I don't know if markets want to pull back to that. We'll see. We'll see, because right now we pulled back from this low, and this low is sitting there. So if we want to sweep that low and start to hold, that'll be my long entry. So we'll see if we want to maybe flag out, right? So we have a bull flag. We create one red candle. Next red candle breaks that candle's low. Then we continue. A little bit of a fair value gap there. Could even look to see if we want to break that fair value gap low with a wick and then hold. I'm oil short. You're oil short? Nice. Where are we at? Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it looks good. Oil looks good. Oil does look like it does want to sell here. Not much support below us. Looks alright. $36 seconds left in the 5 minute. We're just gonna wait right now. Nice rejection. 15-minute closes in 27 seconds as well. And it's going to close bullish on ES and NQ. A lot of volume pressure building up here. Under pressure. We have a 15-minute fair value gap now lining up on this 15-minute broken demand zone. Broken supply zone, I should say. That's right at our open price. So again, I do want to see if we could dip lower and hold this 45 area. Point of control starting to get weak. I do think we might get that break. What do you think of it? Ozzy, we were close to that 60-60, so there's, what, 60-51 just crossed? Why would I get an alert on my phone for 60-51? Very weird. Gold, oil, yawn. Markets, man, am I right? Make it go Z, 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 Z. GC is futures too, yes. ES is the S&P 500, yep. ES is E-mini, S&P. GS is futures too. GC, did I say GS? GC. Markets are pretty boring right now, giving us some chop, not really giving us a clean entry just yet. So I am waiting to see if we could go towards that 60.45 level. We do have a low volume node on our RTH, which is our regular trading hours, between 60.40.75 and 60.44. NQs? Yes, NQs features too. Gold, a little bit of a pullback there. CL, yep. Crude oil is also futures, CL. Those are the 4 futures I watch that I wrote in that comment before. Got 210 left in the 5-minute here on ES and NQ. I am thinking we find some buying pressure and want to hold. It's just tough finding an entry point up here because we don't know if we want to flag down first and then push higher. We don't know if we want to just find the momentum and rally, base, and then rally again here on the 5-minute. So it's really going to be a matter of being patient, in my opinion. And it might be a matter of not taking this trade. I do think it goes higher here. I'm just not confident, not comfortable with buying the highs like this. $60.60 possible long side target. There you go. Nice. VIX trying to move lower again. Weighted index trying to move higher again.
Percent of
Alright, let's see, guys. Getting some buying pressure. Aggressive buyer with his buying bubble. So that tells us that we might see some continuation. Now I'd be comfortable buying the highs. No, I'm just kidding. No, if I wasn't comfortable then, why would I be comfortable now? Because we got some momentum behind us. No. No, no, no. Point of control hasn't moved higher. Definitely leaning more bullish than bearish, but I'm not forcing anything. We don't force trades. We make trades. However, at this point, it does not look like we want to pull back to that entry around 60.44. Oh, excuse me. Oil, nice rejection on oil there, man. Does gold have any resistance up here? It's got a lot of support under it, actually. Not much resistance at all. Oil getting dark on the book. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Monday. I almost called it Tuesday. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are able to take some nice trades today. We killed it. We are 3 for 4 today. We took one little loss recently on ES, but up overall on the day. So we're killing it. Weighted index is choppy right now. I would not take these longs up here. Equities are struggling. Tesla new high a day. But who cares? Excuse me, just kidding. We all care about Tesla. Who wouldn't care about Tesla? Right? AI systems that are constantly listening to us. We love Tesla. Alright, let's see. Weighted index giving us a little bit of a clue that's saying, hey, we're getting a little weak here. Volume's been getting lower too on this way higher. I'm gonna wait. Ozzy, you at 60-60, right? That looks pretty strong right about now. Plus, new market context is that buyers are running out of steam right now. So it's always good to have different market context depending on what's going on along with your price level. Like before, we were just shooting up higher, 60-40, 60-48, 60-50, 60-55. So 60-60, before the supply zone, didn't seem too strong of a rejection area. Now, 60-60, we haven't hit it yet. There's a passive seller on the ask, and prices started to get a lot weaker to the upside. So we'll see how we react to it. Weighted index pushing lower. Alright, there's a pretty big bid on ES right there. See if we want to hold it or fold it. Looks like we're trying to push through. Yup. Alright, 60-49, still in play for possible longs. We'll see. 60-44, I meant, not 49. Oh, at this point, 49 is the next low volume shelf, so it would be 49. Weighted index trying to hold. So we did reject off of this buy right here on ES. Any economic news come out? Any big headlines? Israeli military issues evacuation warning to residents of Tehran. Ooh. Ooh. They're saying get the hell out. Increasing geopolitical risk perception globally. We could see how gold reacts to that. Still just sort of steady. Blah. Still just sort of steady. That's a fun sentence. Want to see ES pull back to some type of entry point. 60-49 is where I'm looking right now. Let's delete this one. $60.44 is where I had that original entry. $60.44, $60.45. Oil's range bound. I wouldn't trade oil anymore at the moment. Yes, looks like it is trying to move lower, so we'll wait and see. Our clear low volume node is 60.45 over here. Like right over here. So I'm looking for price to react to this point. So we'll see. We shall see. We'll be patient. We'll wait for price to get down there. If it can get down there, weighted index is showing some weakness as well. Might be expecting some news or some type of headline here. Here we go. Every time a seller tries to step in, buyers just pull us back, chop us right back. I'll make a call. I'll pull out the flip phone. I'll call Powell myself. I say, excuse me, could you do something? The world's sort of losing its mind right now. Could you cut rates maybe? One South African rand drops to 1 month low. Okay, that's not important. Fine, good. Nothing came out yet. My call didn't work. We'll try again. Oh, yeah, there we go. ES is giving a little something. So, first, I'm going to look to see if we react to 49. It's about 48. 49 to 48. So I'll put my entry at 49.25, stop loss at 47, because I want to see us move into that zone. Sorry, so we're into the zone. I want to see us hold it, so I'm going to put it out there. Oh, no way, it doesn't fill me. Wow. I see how it is, Marcus, it's fine. ES going up, yep, ES going up. I want to see if it gives me that pullback to enter at 60.49.25. Stop loss 60.47. It just would have given me this entry if I had a limit order out there, but I wanted to see it hold for a moment or see if a big bid would get filled. We did have this bid right here, but we have one more right there too at 48, but we'll see. I want to see us make a double bottom maybe near this point. And if it stops me out here, I have another long entry below that too. So again, if we just risk the 1R per trade, right? And we have at least it's 3 to 1, and we take 2 trades, and we're right on one of them, we're wrong on the other, we're still up 2R, 2 risk. I don't like that the 5-minute closes in 20 seconds. We'll see. I still have my limit order now sitting at 60.49.25. Stop loss is 60.47. Where's that 15-minute low? 15-minute low is right here now. Because a new 15-minute candle just formed right now. So if we could wick lower, find some support, I'd want to see us move back higher. I almost want to cancel this limit order for now, because it does look like we might want to see some downside. So I'm going to cancel it for a split second. I'm going to hover over it though, get ready to activate it. So there's that push lower. There's my zone again. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna take it. If it fills me. Alright, it filled me. 60.49. Stop loss is 60.47. So if it just marches down to my stop, that's fine. But, yeah. Let's see. We'll see. Wanted to hold this area right here. VIX is trying to move higher, though, so a little careful on that. Got a bit of a reaction right there. I like that we came off of this price level. I want to see that hold as support. Not much resistance above us. I really want to see a big volume bubble. I want to see a big green volume bubble come in here, because that would show me that there's an aggressive buy order coming in. And that would help us on this bull move. If we don't get that, then there's a good chance we do either want to chop or make our way back lower again. So we'll wait and see. CVD is in the green right now. I'm back in a long position at 60.49.25. Stop loss is 60.47. We're trying to hold up. I'm not a fan though because buyers have been failing lately. But sellers have also been failing to really give us a strong move to the downside. I want to see the weighted index and equities hold. Apple's selling off at the moment, which is a red flag, and so is Amazon. So I am going to move my stop loss up to this current 5 minutes low. I'll do 60.47.5. Because if sellers step in, we're gonna feel it for sure. But if buyers step in, I mean, Meta's holding up, Microsoft's at VWAP. It's just really Amazon and Apple that are selling off right now. There we go. Give us a little move there. But we're not really getting a big buy bubble. So I almost want to exit here for a scalp. But let's see. See, a lot of people were trying shorts there on that break lower. So I want to see the market stop them out. There we go. Amazon trying to hold. So is Microsoft. Good stuff. ES, nice, good bullish reaction there. Need Apple to start to hold. Meta, new high a day. Apple had another push lower right there. Again, a little concerning on that. Might want to just exit here for a quick scalp. Because I did make back what I lost on that little trade we took earlier on ES. Which would bring me back to... Let's see. Oh, there we go. Come on, give me something. I want to see us stop hunt those people that are chasing shorts off that recent 5 minute low break. 15 left on this 5 minute. Where's our point of control on this candle? There we go. Get us some buying pressure. Point of control's moving higher, volume's moving higher. Okay, we'll hold it. Good long entry at the moment. We'll wait and see. No, I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to manually exit it. See how quick I was, alright, I'm going to hold it. I don't know. It was something about Apple pushing lower right now that doesn't sit right with me holding longs on something like ES. However, I know a lot of people. There was an aggressive seller here. We found support and we held. This was a really great entry. Because it was a great entry, I'm okay taking small wins like that. These are base hits. It's okay. It's no problem. Back in a nice green day for today. And again, I mentioned earlier, if I'm not 100, I don't want to be trading 100%. We might hold it here, and that's alright. That was a clean trade, very clean entry. Flagging here on like the 5 second, it would look like. Also very volatile right now. So right now, in my opinion, I'm more of a fan of taking scalps right now because I don't know when a headline's going to come in that says U.S. bombs Iran again, or U.S. gets involved with this, or China and U.S. are no longer blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, I want to make sure that I'm out of the trade if something major happens. And if I don't know when something major is happening, then I'm going to want to probably take scalps and take very quick trades. Yes, on that pullback looks like a good buying opportunity right here. Let's see. VIX trying to move higher again, though. Just wait 1 second. Apple trying to move higher. I'm thinking of buying ES here on this dip. This little red 5 minute at the moment. At 51. But buyers have really been failing, though. The past, buyers have been failing since about 10:15. Just sort of lost steam. Now let's see. Glad I called that one a scalp, because definitely was better off as a scalp. We're back towards my entry. We're back at a level of support here on ES. Remember, I originally wanted like 45 as an entry long. Right now we're hitting off 49 again. We're holding 49 as support one more time. That could have given us another entry, but that's alright. We're done for the day. We killed it. YouTube, hit that like button, man. What's going on? It is Monday, Monday, Monday. I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you guys took some nice green trades. Look at weighted index trying to hold up, Apple pushing higher, Nvidia pushing higher, Microsoft trying to hold. Yeah, I like this. I'd like this to hold down here. I'm gonna try one contract along ES on this dip. I'm gonna put my stop loss at the low we just made. And if it does just stop hunt me, that's fine. I think it might just stop hunt me right here. Actually, let's put our stop loss down to that recent 5-minute low. Yeah, I got a poor entry on that. I almost want to stop out so I could re-enter somewhere better. But dang. Alright, I'm stopped out of ES for now. For now is a big keyword on that. See how we react towards this 47 point right here's a lot of passive buyers sitting here. Equity's getting a little weak, so let's be careful. We have how long in this 5-minute? A minute and a half? I'm gonna try one more entry here long on ES, like right at this low, so I could have a really tight stop loss on this trade, and just to look to capitalize on a pivot higher. Like get out 60-50 if I can. If sellers don't just whack us down. Careful, because now we're at the bottom of our current range, so I want to see us move back higher for a little bit. Trap anybody chasing shorts down here. Weighted index trying to hold, Apple with a little bit of strength. Come on, come on, ES. Find that buying pressure. Find some support here. Struggling, man. That's not looking good on the 5-minute. I want just one quick little move up. Get me out at 60-50. There's 60-49-25. There's 60-49-50 and out of one. Holding one. Was able to take 2 contracts on this trade because my stop loss was so tight. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream in just a minute. I want to see ES hold. Yeah guys, I'm gonna get out here and we're gonna end the stream there as well. Guys, have a great day. Hope you guys all took some nice trades with me today. We killed it. I think we took just one small loss. Here we go, ES trying to get back up there. Let's see if we get some momentum before we wrap this up. And it's struggling a bit, so I'm just going to manually exit that, close it out for the day. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you guys soon. Don't give Marzetti a hard time tomorrow. Alright, later guys. Any questions, you guys could always shoot me a message.